This was the first session for February on our workshop night, and I got a piece of ash. I was going to turn a little bowl. It'll become apparent. I've got a piece of ash that I bought from Adi, I think just before Christmas, and nobody seemed to come in, so I decided I'd stick it on. But I've also got a piece of it's white beam, which I thought I'd turn a little natural edge. So you've still got the choice, because there's a few come in, there's a few got a choice of what they'd rather see me do. It's gone quiet now. Okay. Say again? Oh, okay. We'll stick with the ash then. Okay. So I'll take it back off, because I'll show you how I got to this. I'll show you how I got to this point. I drilled the centre out, put it on a screw chuck, turned it over, decided I was going to paint it. So I painted this face, which I thought, oh, that looks really fantastic. And then I realised actually that this is going to be the base. Realised I'd cocked up. So there's a bit of the colour left somewhere. Oh, there. So I turned it off. And I put a spigot on the back now, so I'm going to turn a bit of shape in the bottom, and then my intention is that I'll paint the top then, which is what I intended to do in the first place. It's nice and dry, this is, and I've got quite a bit of it now. So I brought a tailstock up just to be sure, because I'm on a screw chuck, just to be safe. So I'm going to just pull a bit of shape into it. I've sharpened my chisels up, so I tend to use one of these all the time, sort of bowl gougey type. So that's up at about 1,000 revs now, which I quite like that. So it's a little bit wobbly, and as I said before when I was talking to Chris, I'm still learning, so if anybody's got any suggestions, if you shout, I can hear you, even if you can't hear me. So I'll turn that out there, and I'll probably make the I'll probably make that a little bit concave in there, and then I'll start pulling it out. My chisel is nice and sharp actually. These are the bits when I do a video, I cut these down and speed them up, because I don't know how noisy is that. How does that come out noisy to you lot? No. Is that alright? I'm only just pulling this at the minute, a little bit of turning. I mean me turning, body turning. And I have learnt over the years, not many years because I'm still quite young, that if you're closer to it you don't get so many wobbly bits. And I thought I saw Norman in there. I'm sure Norman will tell me if I get it wrong.
I'm watching you.
That's what I thought you might do. I'll tell you what though, I quite like the fact that people chip in and say, why are you doing it like that? Now I might be doing it like that because they don't know how to do it, or why are you doing it like that because you could do it better. And so if somebody says, oh, you could do it better than that, then I'd appreciate it. You know, if you'd say, hey, you could do it better than that. Oh, and Peter's in as well, so
what you're doing now, the way you're doing it now, putting the right on the quickly up shape. But I think if you go from the centre out of them, you might get a final cut, you know, get a bit of finish on the finger, possibly.
If I go that way?
Yeah.
Yeah, well I will do when I get a bit...
Out over.
Say that again?
You go from the centre to the edge of the wood.
Yeah. Here?
Then you should, but not like a shear cut like that, you should get a better...
Oh, you mean going that way?
You should get a better surface, yes.
Yeah, if I take the tailstock off.
But if you're comfortable doing it the way you're doing it, carry on, because once you've got your shape there, you can take the tailstock away,
yeah,
and try the other way to see if you get a better finish.
Yeah, I have noticed with some of this, sometimes as well, you get a good head on some of the grain, not the others.
Well, you always have two end grains, don't you?
Yeah. So anyway, well, I'll knock a bit more off. I'm happy doing it this way for a minute. I saw Peter was in as well, and Peter Hallam, he's always been encouraging. Yeah, that's good though. I appreciate it. I do honestly. I've said, yeah.
Have you got an idea of what you want it to look like, or are you just shaping it and see what happens?
I'll put the kind of traditional bottom on it, and then I'm going to have quite a decent flat on the top. So I'll probably lose quite a bit of this, which is a bit of a shame, really. But Aidy was really good. He didn't charge me a huge amount of money for it, so I don't mind losing a bit of it.
But do you play like Chris to sort of evolve?
It does evolve. I used to draw a lot when I was younger, and I always used to say the picture's in the pencil. I've just got to let it run out the end, you know. I was never a great artist, although I enjoyed doing it. The other thing that I didn't quite like, we used to have a table where you could put stuff on, like a critique table, and everybody just looked at it and said, "Oh yeah, that's nice," and that wasn't really what I was looking for. I was looking for, you know, you could do this way, or you could do this that way, or whatever, and didn't always get that. So the critique table didn't last long, actually. Everybody will know Chris. Chris will always give you some critique. But having said that, he was always positive in the end. I was really surprised when he said about people think that we don't get on. He's been a great kind of mentor to me, really. And I've asked one or two people, and they said, "Oh yeah, they thought we was a little bit kind of brusque against each other," but no, it's not. That's not the case at all. It is all friendly banter. Other thing, if you blow when you've got your mask on, it don't blow it away. Actually, I quite I quite think that'll be alright if I just come up there a little bit further and come out. That's another thing that Peter showed me how to do, with a drop the handle right down and get a nice little, and you get some really fine shavings off there. And that's also true, what I did say to Chris was, and I don't know, somebody obviously told me to do that, to try and make every cut count, so you get used to it. Tell you what, I'm going to turn my my blower on. Say again, Norman.
How does that compare to the full cut?
I've got a bit of a dint in there where I changed and moved. I'm going to try the The little. I
If you think you're getting a better result with the butt cut, stick with the butt cut.
don't know what Peter calls that one. What do you call that one? A shear cut, Peter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a shear cut, yeah.
Will it really? Say again? Yeah, I've got a few.
As long as it's sharp.
Yeah. This is sharp. I sharpened this not long ago.
Yeah, we've got a nice fine shading there.
Could you see that?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
there.
that's good. That's excellent.
Lower you keep that angle, the finer the shaving.
Yeah. Yeah, there's still a little line there. Just, I think that's going well though. Yeah. Oh, look. I nearly swore then. Bother.
You did.
I went round the corner and I didn't move my body properly.
Oh, that's all right. You can take it out.
See what also helps, Dan?
Yeah.
A little bit of wax on your tool rest.
Oh, on here.
Yeah, and it just makes it run.
Smooth.
A bit jerky.
That's a good idea. I actually sanded it down earlier. I was talking to somebody earlier on, and while I was doing it, I sanded it. I've got some.
Yeah, you want a fine bit on.
Yeah, I'll put it on and wipe it off.
Yeah. It just lets your tool slip better.
And you can do that on the back of your gouge as well.
You can, yeah.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, just rub that rag on the back now.
It's paper.
Well, paper. Sorry.
I think of the safety first, you know.
Yeah.
I think if I'm. I always used to use rag when I first started. Then I realised that you really shouldn't.
Well, we all did years ago. But you just run your tool along there without cutting and just see how it feels.
Oh, along here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah,
It just slide better, doesn't it?
yeah. There's some nice fine shavings there, though.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's just pulled like a dust off there, but
That looks good now.
there's a little line there, and it's only like on half of it. It looks like. It's frustrating. This is the bit that I always find frustrating, because even if I'm on my own, I really want it to be right, because I don't like sanding for that purpose.
Sometimes the raw curve is not as good that way.
Oh, I think. Oh, thanks, mate. Oh, my assistant.
On any board you've got
Thanks.
two portions of embryo, haven't you? Really difficult
Oh,
bits.
thanks.
Back up.
My assistant just
Get
brought me
to
a
point
drink.
where you've got to go from gouge to sandpaper.
What tool's that, King Yam?
It's a. What size is that? Bowl gouge.
3/8.
It'll be about that, won't it? What's that in millimetres? Is it?
12, I think.
It's there when we measure it. Yes, 12.4 on its widest.
Near enough.
Yeah. It's a second-hand one I bought, I think, at either Harrogate or Newark. I bought very few new tools, to be honest. That last one that I did, I'm quite pleased with that. I'd be quite happy with that.
Is that to take very little sanding?
Yeah. I'm gonna go in this way, just to take that bottom down to the spigot. And actually, it's quite nice. I might turn it out. Actually, I was going to paint it, but I think I might just turn it out. But I'll see what it looks like when I turn it round. Oh, I'm going to move that in slightly. I'm up at 1700 now. There's a little dinty bit. There's a little dinty bit just there.
You could draw that out with the draw, because when you do it, you give you the box to look at it.
Yeah, I think because I'll probably sand it off when I reverse it. I'll sand this off, or I might just put a ram chuck on and turn lots of it off, so I can finish that off at the end. I've got a tiny little ridge there now. You know where the elbow is, where it's going to stand.
That'll make your foot, won't it?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just going to take the sharp edge off. Yeah, that'll be all right. I'm quite happy with that, I think. Ooh. Chris complained about my screw chucks in the past. He said the back plate wasn't big enough, so I made a new one. See, so he does look after me. So it's a bit of walnut. Had a bit of walnut and a bit of corian because I thought I'd get a nice flat face on that. It is a square-headed, they call that a machine screw.
Yeah.
With a square head on it. That works right. I've got. So I don't know what you reckon. Whether I should paint that